Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, I do. I thank God for it every day. Every day. I try to remember that too. You know, I try to remember to be grateful. You know, I think gratitude is, one of the things that helps keep me grounded. You can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. Well, that applies to God too, don't it? I mean, really, if you don't mind who gets the credit, I'm surrounded by very competent people. I'm surrounded by a lot of people who work hard on their jobs, on their career, who are dedicated, employees, and also just dedicated to their families, and dedicated to their own set of aspirations. I don't expect anybody to work for me, forever. I always look at my job opportunities as stepping stones, because I want everyone around me really to aspire to be more. I mean, that's really the way I am. I'm not any other way. I'm not trying to hold you to this position, tell you there's no room for growth, any of that. But even though I'm surrounded by these people, I'm grateful that God placed them in my path, in my life. But in my mind, in my spirit, in everything in me, the credit still belongs to God. I'm sorry. The credit still belongs to God. See, if you would just for a moment stop thinking about yourself, just for a moment, I know that's hard, but just for a moment, stop thinking about yourself and realize that maybe you are who you are because God is who he is. Maybe that's the case. Have you ever considered that? That's the strongest possibility I can give to you. How do you think you the one that made it through? How you think you the one, after all of the ignorant decisions we have made, and oh my goodness, let's all be honest, ain't we made some crazy decisions? I'm talking about, man, I have made decisions so adverse to my destiny and career my promises. I've made some decisions, man, to knowingly, you hear me? Knowingly do something wrong. And in spite of all that, I'm still here standing. Okay, come on now. Really? 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 All the dirt you done. Everybody done dirt. All the mistakes you've made. You in the position you in today. Because of what? Because you all that? What? Because it's about you? Because you work harder than anybody else? Look, I work hard. I'll tell you in a minute I work hard, but I don't think I'm the hardest working person out there. I'm pretty sure somebody done worked way harder than I have. So, okay, so you work hard. Okay, cool. I got all that. But man, what about his grace and his mercy? What about his favor? How many times, man, you done relied on that even when you ain't know you was relying on it? How many times, man, God done shown you mercy? You ain't even deserve it. Do you know how many things I've done wrong? I just ain't get caught at it. Look, man, let me see how simple I can be here. You speed, you jaywalk, you cut in front of people in line. You lie to police when you get pulled over that you wasn't speeding. You go to court and argue you wasn't speeding when you was. You make U-turns. I'm just doing traffic violations. Now let's get off traffic for a second. Let's get on human violations. You talk about people when you're not supposed to. You indulge yourself in gossip even when you don't really have all the facts. You pass judgment. You lust for people that don't belong to you. You say things to people that you're not supposed to say. So, look, all of us, we all guilty now. See, I'm pretty sure if you, I'm not saying you do all of that, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure I hit you somewhere in there, just somewhere in there. You done lied before, you lied recently. I mean, come on, and I'm just saying. So with all that in mind, see, I'm just looking at the little things that we do that we don't get busted for. Not to mention the chips you stole when you was a kid and nobody caught you. Well, that elevated, didn't it? And some of y'all just didn't stop stealing. And next thing you know, you was in a car. Now you're sitting somewhere you don't want to be sitting because of a decision you made. But through his grace and mercy, couldn't it have been worse, though? Without his grace and mercy, could not it have been worse? I know two dudes that got caught in the garage one time trying to break in somebody's house, and the person in the house they broke into just happened to have a gun and held them in the garage, caught them, and held them to the garage till the police came. That's grace and mercy right there, because they had all full right to shoot these two people, but they didn't. The grace and mercy. See, all of us have benefited from his grace and mercy. All of us have done a wrong, committed a sin, broken a law, and somehow through his grace and mercy got by. Doing drugs, buying drugs, slanging drugs, doing something, got by. Jumped on somebody for no reason, got by. So, see, how you figure with all that can go on in your life. And then, hold on, let me throw a couple more at you. You can't wake yourself up in the morning, Mr. Big Shot. You don't have the ability to control the breaths that you take. Really, Mr. Big Shot. Really. Let's get real basic with it now. You can't wake yourself up in the morning. That's favor. That's grace. That's mercy. That's him allowing you to wake up. Just hoping we get it right. God spared me through all the dirt I was doing, just hoping one day, man, can you just straighten up a little bit? When I finally straightened up, and I'm going to just say it, straightened up a little bit. See, I ain't straightened up all the way. See, I ain't going to sit here and tell you that. I just straightened up a little bit. He started blessing me. So the more blessings I got, I started going, man, maybe I'll try straighten up a little bit more. So I straightened up a little bit more. Now, I still got a long way to go, but I'm straighter than I was. Now, when people judging me, and as they will and they do, because that ain't right, but they do, and I ain't walking just the way they walk, then here come the criticism. I get it all the time. Stop wanting credit all the time and give out some credit where credit is due. Instead of having somebody patting you on your back all the time, why don't you tell people it was God, man. That you don't really know how you made it. That really, man, you have no explanation for your success. Or you have no explanation why you still existing today. Why don't you tell somebody it was God today? Don't be ashamed. It's the truth, ain't it? I mean, really, man. Let's give God some credit here. Give God the credit and the glory and the honor. And like that plaque said, you can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, it's another great day. Steve Harvey Morning Show kicking it all off. Good morning, everybody. Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, good morning, Steve.
Carla Farrell.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, Steve.
What's up, Junior?
Morning,
Tommy Tom.
Filthy rich uncle. Yes, sir.
Oh, you haven't said that in a while, Tommy.
Yeah.
Been a minute. He done got richer.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind him and us.
He done got richer.
Yes.
Well, who forgot?
Y'all must have forgot.
Yeah, he just hasn't said it in a while.
Y'all must have forgot.
All good.
Y'all must have forgot. That was my jam, Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have
yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. sure did.
Boy, that was a jam. Y'all must have forgot.
My girlfriend texted me the other day, asked me, have you seen the Geico commercial with the camel that says it's hump day?
She just not
She
seeing.
just texted me that the other
Man.
day. I was like, yeah.
That commercial been out.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Guess
And he
what
brought the
day it
caveman
is.
one.
Mike,
Come on,
Mike,
come
Mike. That's it.
Say it. That bothersome ass camel. I love that dude.
I know.
Camel.
Big
Boy.
knock-knee dude, man, walk just like my sister.
Oh, not me. That's terrible, Steve.
Mike.
Now, if you're knock-kneed, you're pigeon-toed or what? What are you?
Pigeon-toed
You're
and
so
knock.
You just
But
knock
you
me.
wouldn't
Now
even
you
be
can
able to
be
walk.
both of them though.
Well, you know,
Pigeon-toed and knock-kneed. Man, you ain't even gonna be able to walk.
he's stepping over a foot.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to buy some stilts.
You need shoes. You need new
Yeah.
shoes every month. 'Cause you killing them.
Yeah.
Oh man, so what'd he do? What'd he do yesterday? Did I miss anything?
He being the
The
president.
president, you
Well,
know.
yeah. Who you think I'm talking about?
Well, let me tell you this. He in Vietnam with your boy, Kim
Kim
Jong-un. He's getting ready to watch
It's-
Michael
it's-
Cohen testify today.
Yeah. it's
I've actually,
going down.
fallen in love with him.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
With the dictator. That's what he
It's
said.
it's
huh?
something wrong with this dude, man.
Man, something seriously wrong with that statement.
Ain't no my buddy and me.
So today, Cohen is testifying today.
Yeah, he
Public
testified
hearing.
yesterday in private. Today it'll be public. Then he'll testify again tomorrow. That's private. But
Boy,
he's
let's
saying
just
he's
jump
going to
off
call him out, call Trump out as a
That's what they
racist, a
say.
cheat, a con man, all of that. He's prepared, you know.
I wonder if he's going to plead the fifth, though. That's what he plans on saying that. I wonder if
Who?
he's going to.
Cohen.
Cohen.
I don't think he gonna plead the fifth.
He ain't
I
finna
think
plead
he
no
trying to
fifth.
say
He
whatever
going
he
to
say to
jail.
get out.
He going to jail. Ain't no more fifth. You can do fifth, eighth,
That's
third.
the Constitution.
No,
Steve.
it don't matter. He can't plead the fifth. He going to jail. He ain't over here to. He trying to take some people with him.
Yeah, he just wants to have his day in court because he does not like the way the president did him, disowned
That's it.
him after
Yeah.
being his attorney and fixer for 10 years. Then he turned his back on him.
Yep.
He did that.
Yeah.
See.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be, House of Cards has nothing on this. That's all I'll say. All right, coming up at 32 after the hour, we're going to do a version of Ask Steve. Get ready, Steve.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll do it right after this.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, as promised, it is time to Ask Steve. You ready, Steve?
Yeah.
All right,
there's
I'll
stuff to
kick
do.
it off. Let me ask you this. What's the one thing that you just love doing right now? I'm talking besides golf and smoking cigars and everything, but what makes you really happy right now?
My yearly vacation.
Okay.
You look
That
forward to
vacation
it.
that my wife and I take every year. It's the most relaxing, rewarding. It's our gift to ourselves for a year of labor.
Nice. And just you two without the kids and everything?
Well, you
or-
know, we had the kids on it for a week last year, and it was really nice, man, because my kids have grown up, man. It was like amazing. They were talking about going to all these clubs, and every night they went, nah, we ain't going nowhere. And it was just nice to watch them grow up in front of your face, you know.
Yeah.
And we had some interesting conversations. We had some real conversations with each other. And so it was really nice. It was revealing. But that's my favorite thing to do.
Okay. Carla?
All right. I got a question. So where do you go to think, Steve? You know, you're always on. You're always working.
You know,
Radio, TV.
it's a couple of things. Out in the backyard, I have a special place in the backyard I go to do some thinking. I also I do my morning meditation at my desk in my office every morning. I read my scriptures. I go over my motivational talks and phrases. And a girl at work gave me a Jesus is Calling leather-bound daily bread type format. You know, where you
like
read
a
these different-
devotional.
Yeah, kind of devotional. She gave me one that was
Yes.
really, really helpful to me as it's going on. And there's a show coming up on the Steve Harvey Show that's going to be
TV
very
show.
powerful. I had a woman on today who I had brought on as a gospel singer. Her name was Danaeus Pace from the original gospel group, the Pace
Oh, the
Sisters.
Pace Sisters.
Yeah.
Really?
She was a special guest, and man, oh man,
It was service.
it was
It was
And she
It was-
blowed up.
It was an
Service.
incredible moment. It had nothing to do with the singing.
Wow. Okay.
Her and our conversation, God
It's
sent her to
inspirational.
me today.
Oh, nice.
He said, I even told her, I said, I know I'm supposed to be here to help you get your career started. I said, but you came here for me today. Very, very
nice.
emotional interview.
Wow.
all right.
Very emotional interview.
All right, Junior, what you got? We're doing
All right.
Ask Steve.
All right, let me ask you this, what is your favorite word? Just a word you
Okay.
just love.
Gonna have
Right
some
after
fun.
y'all gonna answer
Shouldn't
that
say
right
that.
after he said some religious
I
stuff. Y'all
know.
gonna
We
ask
talk
him
about the
favorite word?
Lord.
Just favorite word. Not
better not sit
I
here
know
and lie.
not that.
Better not sit here and lie to him.
Motivational word then.
Favorite.
And it could be that too.
Well, we may need to get the beeper ready for the prank calls.
Well, you know what? I don't know, man. I guess. I don't know. My favorite word.
Say it.
Yeah.
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 Say it. We'll be
You and
cute.
Samuel Jackson got the same word. I don't know why you up here. I don't know why you waiting so long.
Oh no, man. That's not my favorite word. Not the big 13-letter one. No, that's not my favorite word. It ain't even. Well, I've used it often, but it's not.
Yeah.
You've used it more than
your
anything. But go ahead.
My favorite word. It really is not going to be. It's not for radio.
Okay.
Okay, let's move
That's
on.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Tommy, what you got?
Wait. Now, don't
You
run
tried,
over that.
Junior. You
Don't
tried.
y'all run over that.
You know,
Let's
okay.
at least
You tell
find
me,
out what
okay.
He
letter
said
it
it's
started
not
with.
for radio. We're
Off
on
air. We'll
the
get it.
radio. We're on the radio. Tommy.
Tell
We
them,
gotta
Carla.
move.
Protect the brand.
We want to be here tomorrow, Tommy.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
All right.
All right.
Let me ask him a popcorn question then. Something I'm working on right. All right. You know what? I got one. Since he been eating right. What's your favorite vegetable?
You've been eating a lot of them.
You're on a plant-based
on,
diet.
Oh, you
I
been
like
eating
I
all
like
of that.
vegetables though. You know,
What's your
Uh,
least favorite then?
cauliflower is one of my favorites. Broccoli.
Oh, God, I hate broccoli.
I love mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
I love all beans. There's not a
Oh,
bean
man.
that I don't like. Pinto, lima, navy, white beans,
I'm with you.
black-eyed peas, snow
Northern.
peas, snap peas,
love
edamame. Oh man, I just
Purple
love-
hub pea.
Man, boy,
What
shut
about
up.
green
Sweet peas, green peas, snap peas.
Hated those as a kid.
Chickpea.
Man, chickpeas, hummus. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's not a
hummus.
bean. There's not black beans. There's not a bean I don't like.
What's your
That
least
chickpea
favorite
something else.
vegetable?
Bok
then?
choy.
That's your least favorite?
But don't even understand what they do with that. Why is it on the plate and you can't chew it?
All right, I got another question for you, Steve. Everybody loves you. I mean, you have so many wonderful, wonderful fans.
Yeah.
But I want to know what your craziest fan story is.
Oh,
Your craziest.
oof.
Quickly. You know.
How many?
Yeah, you know. It takes
know
me
we
so,
can go.
There ain't no one, man. I had this lady in Nashville one time. The show was over. Went to a club. And I saw this girl in the club. And oh, my God, this girl was amazing. This girl was stunningly gorgeous. Stunningly gorgeous in Nashville. And I was heading over to her. And this girl grabbed me by the arm and said, "Hey, Steve Harvey." I said, "Hey, baby, how you doing? What's going on?" She said, "All right, come on, let's dance." I said, "No, I don't dance."
What?
No, I don't. I don't go to no clubs to dance. Famous, you ain't never seen me at no club dancing, Shirley.
I've never seen
So I told her, I said, no, thank you, I don't dance. Oh, okay. So I went over and the girl was standing there. As soon as she turned around, she said, "Oh my God, Steve Harvey, I was hoping you came over to say it to me. You were so funny tonight." This girl walked up behind me and said, "I thought your blankety blank blank said you didn't dance."
Liar.
And let me tell you, I wasn't even on the floor dancing.
She looked like
I was standing here talking to this girl.
Yeah.
How many
But I
blanks
guess
called
she
you, dog?
thought that I went over there to ask the girl to dance. That wasn't even on my mind. Man, that woman cussed me out. She cussed me out so bad, I actually turned around and said, "I ain't asked her to dance. You just a blankety blank lie."
All right, Steve, we got to get out of here. Coming up next, it is the nephew and Run That Prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, and entertainment news, Janet Jackson is heading to Sin City, and R. Kelly's brother, Carrie Kelly, says his brother is sick and he needs some help. Right now, though, the nephew is here to run that prank back. What you got, Neff?
Is that the dude that's in jail?
Carrie
Oh,
Kelly?
the one that
I think
he's
he
out
now.
from this
He out
interview.
Oh, the one you're talking about that was in the documentary.
That was in all, just turn around with his jail suit on, just
Right.
explaining everything.
The triple XL.
Is that who he is?
Carrie Kelly, yeah, that's
Yeah.
him.
Wow.
Right now, the nephew's here to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
Let's go and run it again, Shirley. Slave for a day.
Oh, Lord.
One day. Slave for a day.
Hello,
Hello, I'm trying to reach Miss Glenda, please.
this is she speaking.
Miss Glenda, this is Gary. Gary, I'm with the Black History.
Okay.
You participated last year in the Black History Parade. Am I right?
Yes, I sure did.
Okay, I got your name from one of the members on the committee, and we're trying to see if you can actually be of some help for this year's Black History for this month.
I sure would. Be glad to help.
Okay. Listen, we're having an auction tomorrow, and wanted to see if you could actually maybe be of some help with the auction that we actually have going on tomorrow.
Yes. Do I need to donate anything, or
But no.
is that what you need?
No, we're not really trying to get a donation from you this time. We're trying to see if you have some time tomorrow to come out and actually help out with the actual auction.
Okay. What time tomorrow?
Probably like about 9 o'clock in the morning.
I can do that.
Okay. Now, we're asking that you wear something that you'll be comfortable in all day tomorrow if possible, okay?
Okay.
Pretty much an all-day event that we're trying to get you to do.
Okay. I could be there around 9, but I'm going to have to leave about 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll see how we can work it out, but we definitely want you to come and be a part of what we're doing.
So what is it that you really need me to do?
Well, actually, we got a lot of people doing different things at the auction, so we just want you to come out and be of some help with everything that's going on.
Okay. Well, I want to be prepared. So what exactly do I need to do? Work the concession stand, something like that?
No, really what we had is actually you being a part of the auction.
Being a part of the auction, such as?
Well, what we're doing tomorrow is we already have 50 people who are signed up, and you would be, one of those people that are signed up to do the actual. What it is we're having slaves for a day, and what we're going to be doing is auctioning you off, and somebody's going to buy you tomorrow, and you'll be their
Slaves
slave
for the day. Slaves?
Yeah, you'll be their slave for the day. That's what That's what we've decided to do with the Black History. We've decided.
I didn't mean. I want to participate, but being a slave, no.
Okay, but see, I want you to understand that this is a worthy cause, though. You know,
I understand it's a worthy cause, but I'm not gonna be no slave.
Well, you don't have to call it a slave. I mean, a servant. You know, a butler. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying.
Same damn thing. No, I ain't gonna be no slave.
Okay, ma'am, Miss Glenda, what I'm trying to explain to you, this is a worthy call for the Black History, and we're trying to get you to be there. Somebody may buy you for $500 tomorrow.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, are you turning us down for a worthy cause, Miss Glenda?
Yes, I am turning your down. Don't call me with that kind of no more.
I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. You know, sometimes we got to repeat history so we don't go back to the history. Sometimes we got to do it again so we don't go back to it. You understand? But here it is. It seems like you acting like a house Negro or something, like you too uppity or something.
A house Negro. Who's the chairman of this?
Excuse me?
The chairman. Last time I spoke with Mr. Wilson, and we didn't have no like this.
Okay, and I understand that, but what I'm trying to explain to you is this is something that...
I don't want you to explain a thing to me. Do not call me with this kind of again.
Are you going to show up tomorrow so we can sell you?
Do you understand me?
Are you going to show up tomorrow so we can sell you? We already have...
You're not going to sell me.
We have you listed to be sold tomorrow.
Sell your...
We got you listed to be sold tomorrow, ma'am. Can we please make sure...
I'm not going to be sold. And you. Do not call here again.
Hey, listen, if you don't show up tomorrow, then we will come to your house and sell you there.
Come to my house?
If I got to come there to get you sold,
would come to my house.
Excuse
Bring
me?
over here if you want to.
Listen, I will come there to sell you if you're not going to come out to the auction.
Come on to my house. You bad. Come on to my house.
Okay, I tell you, and you know what? I need you to do this. You need to start saying yes, sir, and no, sir to me right now. Okay? I need to get you in the frame of mind of being a slave of the day. Okay? I didn't hear what you said.
Kiss my black.
I'm coming to your house tomorrow, and I'm going to sell you in front of your house if you don't come down to the auction tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
You better not bring your my house. You better not. Do you understand me? I done marched for civil rights. I don't have time for no like that. And we got a for president. You.
I understand we got a black man for president, but right now we're trying to raise some money for Black History, and we need to sell you tomorrow morning.
You're not going to sell me. You're not going to sell me. You and don't call my house no more. Do you understand? Do not call.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Can I tell you something else? Who else going to be sold tomorrow?
Hell no. Don't tell me.
I got one more thing I do need to tell you.
What is it?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister.
My sister? My sister? I can't believe that. I'm going to get her. I can't believe she done did this.
Miss Glenda, you all right?
I'm all right. This is some crazy. I can't believe this. I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her for this.
It don't sound like you were going to get sold no way.
Hell no.
You wasn't getting on this auction block, huh?
No. No way. Because Miss Linda's been there. I've been at the sit-ins, the marches. I've done some of everything.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I tell you what, Miss Glenda, if it wasn't for people like you, we probably wouldn't be where we are today.
That's right.
We sure thank you. We sure thank you. I just wanted to play a joke on you. Did I get you?
Yes, you did. You sure did.
All right, I got one more thing to ask you. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show with that ignorant nephew Tommy.
We love you, Miss Glenda.
Okay, love you too.
Carla, you like it?
You play too much, nephew Tommy.
Go. Tell us where you going to be.
Arlington Improv tomorrow night. It jumps off tomorrow night. Arlington Improv Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 1 on Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. The nephew is there. And tickets are almost gone. I'm excited. I'm going back to Arlington. Yeah, that's enough.
All right, well, congratulations. Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, entertainment news. Janet Jackson is going to Las Vegas, and R. Kelly's brother says his brother is sick. All that coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, in today's entertainment news, Janet Jackson, this is really, really, really good news. She's headed to Sin City. Yesterday, Janet announced her upcoming Las Vegas residency. It's called Metamorphosis, which will include a special 30th anniversary celebration of Rhythm Nation. It's been 30 years since Rhythm Nation.
Great,
30
Janet.
years, yeah.
Shirley,
Huh?
my wife has already told me we going to that. So be ready.
Make no mistake.
You buying tickets, Tommy?
Man, I got to get her tickets to that. She said, we're going to that.
Okay.
Because I thought you knew Janet. That's what I thought.
Well,
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
that's right.
Y'all
I'm
need
going to
tickets?
call her, Junior, about the tickets, boy.
That's
Wait.
right.
Do y'all need tickets too? While he on the
Hey.
phone?
I'm going to need some.
Yeah, go ahead and give me some.
I'm asking.
You talking to your friend Janet.
That's why we
I'm
asking.
calling Janet about 2 tickets. That's it.
Well,
Well,
it's
she your friend, you
Yeah.
can get 4.
If you know it like you say you know it.
yeah.
I don't want to
Bet you can't get the whole front row for us.
Y'all finna mess around and ain't gonna be at this day.
I cannot believe though Rhythm Nation was 30 years ago. I'm stunned. Wow.
Yeah, she's a legend, man.
She still look good, though.
Oh,
Yes,
she
she
looks
do.
great. Yeah, she looks
Phenomenal.
great. Yeah, and still putting out great music as
Love
well.
Janet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, her residency will kick off in May, but if I were you, I'd be like Tommy and get your tickets now. Okay.
What hotel, Shirley?
Ah, if you
It's
was
at
her
the,
friend, you would know that.
MGM.
Shut up, boy. They just put the thing on sale.
Yeah.
I got to text her. Go ahead, Shirley. You don't know which way
Yeah.
You see me asking Uncle Steve what lot he
Why do you
performed
ask
on.
these
I ain't
questions?
do that.
MGM.
Yeah, I
Tommy,
said the MGM, but
You
I
did
wasn't
say
sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, it is the MGM. Okay, good.
Yes.
All right.
Shut up, Junior.
I
And
couldn't say
all right, here we go. In other entertainment news, an upcoming R. Kelly concert in Germany, on the other hand, was scrapped a day after R. Kelly pleaded not guilty to 10 counts of sexual abuse. There was a message from the arena posted on Facebook stating that the April 12th show has been called off. And as we reported yesterday, R. Kelly is out on bail. The judge ordered him to surrender his passport, and he pleaded not guilty to 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse in court.
Well, that's. You can't go to Germany. It ain't cause of the promoter. They can take your passport. You ain't gonna go over there.
Yeah, it's pretty much a wrap.
Yeah, you're not. Once they take your passport, you can quit talking to the promoters in Germany.
Yeah.
You ain't going to the Bahamas or nowhere else.
Yeah.
You ain't got nowhere you can get off no boat and make a run.
Yeah, and a woman, her name was Valencia Love. She posted the $100,000 bail money for R.
Yeah,
Kelly
it's a
to get
Chicago
out.
businesswoman or something?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We don't know who she is. We just she's
He got a relationship or a friendship
We
with her?
don't know.
I'm
We
assuming.
don't know. Yeah. R. Kelly's brother, Kerry Kelly, says his brother R needs help. Take a listen to this interview Kerry did with CBS News.
Once he beat that case, I called him and I said, hey man, God gave you another chance. And his arrogance and people not believing different things that he's accused of said, God didn't give me another chance. I gave me another chance. My money gave me another chance.
That was their last conversation. Is he a pedophile?
I mean, I can't honestly say that for sure. I just know that he has a problem with control. I love my brother, but he do have a problem. And if anybody out there love him, they should want to see him get help.
Kerry Kelly says he noticed troubling behavior decades ago when his brother would ask him to, quote, get girls for him at concerts. Are we talking underage girls?
I mean, to me, they look underage. To me, they look underage.
Whew. Boy. There is more to this story. R. Kelly's freedom could be short-lived if he doesn't make a payment on his back child support by next week, March 6th.
Well, now
that's next Friday. He
Big
could be
dog,
locked
big
up
dog.
again.
Hey man, they coming. They got the barrels loaded, man. Yes, sir. What do you need?
Do you think the brother is right to speak out on what he believes in like that?
That's tough, man. If it was my brother, I have a problem with it. Cause we brothers. Listen to me. I don't justify nothing this dude done did. I don't justify nothing he accused of. I ain't with nothing. I ain't with none of it. But my brother, if my brother was accused of anything, I ain't got nothing for you. Cause he my brother. He's my brother. And that's the bottom line. He my brother.
You're not gonna speak
Do you?
to
But do you talk to your brother though
Oh,
about
hell
his
yeah.
issue?
Hey, dog, what you doing? Oh, I'm snatch my brother up now. Oh, we gonna have this conversation, partner.
He said he talked to him.
But like he said, hey man, God gave you another chance, which is real. This is the thing I tell people. Here's what God does. Everybody gets the warning shot. God shoots us and fires the warning shot. If you do not listen to the warning shot, the next thing he do is he take a little meat off one of your ears with the bullet. That's, God, oh man. Woo. If you keep on, the next one is in your teeth. The next one is in your teeth. This one is in R. Kelly's teeth. At the game over. His brother said it best. God gave you a chance. See, God fires warning shots to all of us, man. God is very fair. He don't usually cause you to crash and burn on your first time. Now, we're not talking about your first conviction. Because you got convicted and you got to do some time. That don't mean it was your first time doing dirt.
Right.
That don't mean it's your first time doing dirt. I'll explain it more when we come back if you want it.
All right, coming up at 20 after the hour, Michael Cohen's public hearing and testimony is today. We're going to talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, today Michael Cohen reportedly plans to tell lawmakers before the House Committee on Oversight and Reform in a public hearing that President Trump engaged in criminal conduct while in office. He made racist remarks and took steps to inflate or deflate his wealth for business purposes. Lawmakers, yeah, that's deep right there. That's a lot.
Michael
That's a
Cohen
lot.
going in.
Yeah, but the lawmakers expect to question Cohen on the payments, Trump's compliance with financial disclosure requirements, tax and campaign finance law, his conflicts of interest and business practices, the accuracy of Trump's public statements, potential fraud, and more. Woo! That's a lot.
Come
That's
on,
a
Coming
lot.
out today, baby.
Cohen.
Yeah, I
Need
mean,
some popcorn to watch this.
I know.
But you know what's going to happen? Here's the sad part. The Senate is going to question him and just harp on the fact that he told some lies.
He's lying, yeah, but so did the president.
And I don't know how this guy's going to get away with this, but he is.
Which guy?
Donald Trump. And the
yeah.
Republicans, he would have to do something so wrong where you can't, and you ain't no loopholes to jump out of for them to turn on him. Right now, they can't turn on him because he's their source of power, position, and money. And there is nothing to them people, them politicians, that come in front of power, position, and money.
Nothing. They need all
Well, you
of
know,
it.
the Republicans are going to say, just like you said, Cohen is lying because he's lied before.
Whatever he says, he's got to have, and I don't know the word, corroborating
Evidence.
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 Is that the word?
I
He,
guess.
and so he gonna come in there with it. Because when they raided his office and took all them boxes, files, and computers, they got some stuff.
He's got to be able to back up what he's saying. That's what you're talking
Oh,
about.
he gonna be in there with facts. And we've already seen that he records stuff.
Yeah.
They want to show he's criminal, he's racist.
And he's a con man.
He's a cheat.
Yeah.
Can I tell you this, how I feel about Donald Trump being a racist?
Go ahead.
He doesn't know he's a racist because he's from an elitist group of people,
I don't know how the hell
rich
you don't
people.
know this.
It's so normal for them. They don't consider it racism. That's why he says, I'm the least racist person you know. Because in his circle of friends, it's normal.
Well,
It's perfectly normal to them. They ain't
meanwhile,
no big
you
bone.
know the president is in Vietnam where he's meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He'll be watching it from there. Coming up.
Scared to come back.
Yeah.
He had to watch with his boy, huh?
No.
Coming up at 34 after the hour, fifth graders were told to pick cotton and sing slave songs during a school field trip in South Carolina. Oh, my God. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Fifth graders from Ebenezer Avenue Elementary School in Rock Hill, South Carolina, were on a field trip. Yeah, they were on a field trip picking cotton while being instructed to sing slave songs, and they were on a field trip doing this. The song was like, well, take a listen. Take a listen to it.
I like it when you pick like that. I like it when you feel the sack. I like it when you don't talk about make honey fun.
I'm livid right now. I'm African American, and my ancestors picked cotton. Why would I want my son to pick cotton and think it's fun? I think it's making a mockery of slavery, a mockery of what our people went through.
Jessica Blanchard's 10-year-old son, Jamari, says he didn't understand what he was singing, nor did teachers explain how cotton fields were harvested by African American slaves.
Did they talk about this, how slaves used to pick cotton?
No. They thought it was funny.
Jamari says picking cotton was part of a game. He thought it was fun.
It was a contest. Whoever picked the least amount of cotton had to hold the big sack called Big Mama.
All right. Now, what happened here was the parents did.
I'm whooping everybody ass down at the school.
What's
and
the name of
everybody else.
school?
Who going
Wait.
where the cotton at?
But the parents signed
Wait, nothing.
these
What
permission
ignorant-
slips. They did, and in the permission slips, they mentioned that they were going to be picking cotton, and this was all supposed to be part of a history lesson on the Great Depression. The students were on a field trip to Carroll School. That school was built back in 1929, Steve, for African Americans. It now serves as a teaching center for fifth graders to learn about the effects of the Great Depression. That's what the trip was supposed to be about.
But the parents signed this waiver?
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of times, you know, you sign things.
I mean, I say that.
Yeah.
I said that there earlier to Shirley. You know, you get permission slips for field trips. I get them all the time for my daughter. You read, you know, okay, they're going here, they're going there. You might not read every little line in the permission slip. You sign it. You make sure your kid has a lunch or whatever. And maybe they didn't see that part of it. That's
I'm going to see cotton, though. I'm going to see cotton.
Maybe you won't. You don't know.
Nah, I'm going to see cotton.
My child ain't picking no damn cotton.
I'm just saying that the parent may not have seen
I got you.
in the
You're right
permission
about
slip.
that. You're right about
But
that.
20 of us?
But
well,
I
I tell
mean-
you right now, though. I tell you what.
What?
I bet that be off the school agenda after I come down.
If everything was in the history book the way it's supposed to be, you wouldn't have to take nobody on no field trip to explain it to them at all.
Right. But it's
if it's in the history books, but now
but it's not. We know that it's not. Yeah.
I just don't see, me personally, I don't see any value in my child down here picking no damn cotton.
None.
I don't see.
And that's what the parents. That's what the parents
They're
were.
outraged.
Yeah, that's why they were outraged.
I
about
like it
it.
when you
Yeah.
don't talk back.
Yeah, and making a game out of it and things like that. They were upset about
making
it,
fun
too.
of oppression.
Oppression.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It was.
See,
Layers
my father.
and levels.
See, my father left the third grade to sharecrop.
Right.
My
Sharecropping
grandfather, too.
was not a real system for black people. It was not real. It was
that was
just
just all
enough
they
for you to
had.
live in this house, which they gave you for enslaved. It was just shotgun house.
Yeah.
But it was yours now. I had these black ladies on my show this season here who were sharecroppers. And they explained the whole sharecropping system, how it's just enough. They would fill up extra bags and not report it and would get paid for the extra bags of cotton. And they saved all their money and bought the white folks' house across the street that owned the house, put all of them out. This a cold country.
All right. Well, coming up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject: when role-playing goes too far. Wait till you guys hear this letter. All right, but right now, it is the nephew in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
It's side job cleaner. Side job cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it right there. Side job cleaner.
You got the side job?
Boy, watch this right here.
Hardware store, this is Robbie. How can I help you?
Robbie, I'm trying to get a order in for some construction supplies I need to pick up.
That's fine. What's your company?
Roofing company.
Roofing Company. Okay, have we done business with you before?
No, you haven't. This is my first time calling. I heard you guys were pretty good.
Appreciate the compliment.
Okay. Now listen, I need to get this as soon as possible, man. Can I possibly pick up these supplies like in the next couple of hours?
Well, normally we don't work that fast. It's kind of a quick turnaround. We got a little bit of a backup, but I can do my best. It just depends on what you need.
Okay, here's what I need, man. I need 5 rolls of duct tape.
Okay, that's no problem. That's quick.
Okay, I need plastic, man. Listen, if you was gonna wrap up something in plastic that's like about 6'2" in height and 200 pounds, how much plastic you think I would need to wrap that up in?
Okay, just a second. You're asking for plastic, like a roll of plastic?
Yeah, but I need to wrap up something that's 6'2" and like 210 pounds.
I probably would get about 4 yards of plastic.
Okay, I need to get that. Now let me ask you this here. If you was gonna try to put some cement on that to hold it down, how much cement you think will hold that down?
I'm a little confused. You're running a roofing company, right?
Yeah, I'm a roofing company, but I'm doing a little side work for some friends of mine.
Oh, okay. I just got a little confused because you told me this is Tyler's Roofing Company. No problem. We got cement. Wait a minute. You're trying to hold something down?
I'm trying to hold something down. So how many bags of cement do you think I need to hold down something that's 220 pounds?
Wow, I don't know, 8 bags?
8 bags.
8 bags I would recommend at least.
Okay, give me 8 bags of cement. Now, this is something else I want to ask you. Do you have any type of cleaner, man, that can get paint off the floor?
Yeah, we got industrial cleaners. I mean, we have all kinds of industrial cleaners. You said paint? Is it paint or blood?
Paint.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got industrial cleaners of all kinds. I mean, do you have a preference?
No, just whatever you could throw in there. I need that. Now, let me ask you this here. Do you have anything that can, like, just kill a smell? You know what I'm saying? If you don't want something to smell, you got anything for that?
Wait a minute. Did something die in your place? Is this somebody, is there an animal or something you found? I mean, I'm kind of confused. You're talking about smell and cleaning up. Did you find some sort of animal on a construction site?
Hey, Robbie, listen, man, just take the order. That's all I need you to do, okay?
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I wasn't asking your business. I just was a little concerned. What are we getting? What are we cleaning up, and what are we, I mean, I guess, are we cleaning up tile floor? Are we cleaning up carpet? I mean, what's the cleaner for? Where's the odor?
Okay, sir, all I'm asking you is, do you have something strong enough? Like, do you think ammonia can keep a smell down? What do I need to keep a smell down?
You're definitely going to need ammonia. I mean, you got to get something to just scrub that right down. Because wherever that scent is, if it's in the walls, if you got fabrics in that place, I mean, wherever you got it, you're probably going to have a different type of deodorizer, something for the carpet, something for the walls. I mean, I guess I'm just kind of confused as to where the scent's coming from. And
right, don't worry about all that, man. Hey, man, listen, just write down what the order is, okay?
I got it. I got the 5 rolls of duct tape. I got the 4 yards of plastic. I got the 8 bags of cement. I got the industrial cleaner. I got the ammonia. I'm typing it all in. I've got your order.
Okay, let me ask you this here, man. Do y'all have any type of machete, anything that's real sharp that can cut?
What? Okay, hold on a second. Now you're completely off base. You do realize you call the hardware store, right?
I'm calling the hardware store because I need some supplies, man. I'm doing a job on the side. I need some supplies.
Hey, I get that. You said that already, but what I'm confused about is now you're asking for a weapon. What would you use a machete for? I mean, you're talking about what? You're going to chop down some brush? I don't get it. What's the machete for?
Hey, man, listen. Your job is to take the order, man. That's your job, Robbie.
Don't tell me what my job is. I know what my job is. This is my store, man. Okay, I've been working here a lot longer than you even can imagine. And people don't call up asking for ammonia and cleaner and trying to get a smell out. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how best to help you. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to figure out.
What you're doing, Robbie, is you're being nosy. You're being nosy. All you got to do is fill the order and have it done in 2 hours when I get there. That's all you got to do.
I can't do that in 2 hours. I can't even. We're backed up at this point. I'm not even sure I can get this done. Maybe tomorrow morning. Does tomorrow morning work for you?
No, man. I got to get rid of this body. I got to get rid of this package today.
Whoa! I need to call. Listen, I need to call the policeman. You just said body.
Hey,
okay, you said blood.
That right there, that's the problem. White people always want to call the police when it ain't got nothing to do with them. Listen, all you need to do is fill the order.
Okay. Listen, I need to tell you something, okay? And I don't know if you found a body. I don't know if you're responsible for the body. Either way, I don't want to be any part of this business, okay? I don't know what you're planning or where you're trying to bury this thing, but you're basically asking me to be an accomplice to something that's none of my business. Hey, I need your name right now, okay?
I'm not giving you my name.
You said you called from roofing. Hey, listen to me. You said you're calling from roofing company. Are you?
I'm not. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Why you white folks always trying to be authoritative like that? Why y'all always acting like
white
that?
Folks? What is your problem? It's not about white folks. It's not about purple, green, black, blue, whatever. It's not about white. It's about you asking for that sounds like you're trying to bury a body. Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you? And if you're not, what is your name? I need your name. I need your name right now.
Hey, man, well, first of all, you at work. You ain't supposed to be talking to me like this.
I don't care if I'm swearing at work. My coworkers, the people here, they all know who I am, and they know if I was talking to some piece of you, that I'd be talking like this too. Okay? I'm gonna trace this call. You hear me? I'm gonna trace this call. I'm gonna get the cops on your and figure out who the you are.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Since you want to know who I am, do you know Marcus?
I know Marcus. I know Marcus. He works here.
Okay.
I know him.
Okay, Marcus is who got me to call you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Robbie, you just got pranked by your coworker, Marcus.
You have got to be kidding me. Son of Marcus, I see you over there. I see you little I can't believe that. You son of a Marcus. Why don't you tell me this? Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Got you, baby. Hey, I got to ask you, Robbie, you got to tell me this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
That's easy. It's Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Little side job. You know what I'm saying?
You play too. You're getting out of hand with these prank calls.
I know. These are crazy.
Get your nephew.
2019.
Quit calling him my nephew.
But he is.
That's what he
No,
is.
he's not. I done told y'all,
You've
this
just
whole
owned
thing
him.
was an accident. She left his head right on that box on that damn porch.
You're wrong for this.
Shut
That's
up.
not nice.
I wasn't on no box. Stop that, man.
I told you once before.
Mm-hmm. What did you say?
He was on the box, on the steps. We took him in.
Hey, nobody took me in. My mama had me. My mom and dad had. What did you talking about?
Dog, I ain't say your mom and daddy didn't have you.
You're the
That's what I
same
said.
person that told me hot dog water was soup. So let's quit all this about you showing me
You're
right
talking about
from
you
wrong.
ain't gonna never let that go.
Oh, didn't you drink it?
Because you said it was soup.
Wasn't it hot?
Yes.
Perfect.
It was, Tommy, it was delicious, wasn't it?
All he
It was
needed was
wrong,
some
Carl.
saltines.
He had
ate it
crackers.
for
I
8
gave him
years.
crackers.
Didn't even know the difference.
Oh, you gave him crackers?
Yeah, I gave him crackers. I told him it was broth.
Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter subject, when role-playing goes too far. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're reading this one today, and I guarantee you we haven't had one like this.
Let's get to it.
We've
Let's
had a
see what
lot
we
of
got.
them.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
All right, subject, when role-playing goes too far. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am in my early 20s, and I'm dating a guy that I've known since high school. He was my high school crush, and I always dreamed of being his girl. He had a longtime girlfriend, and they broke up last year. So I made the first move to see if he was interested. He was, and we've been dating for 5 months now. He is a good boyfriend, and the sex was as good as I thought it would be. Everything about him was pretty normal until recently, when I noticed he had a couple of furry animal costumes in his closet. We were lying in his bed talking, and I noticed them, so I jokingly asked if they were some old Halloween costumes. He said no, and jumped out of bed to show the costumes to me. He said that the dog costume was his favorite, and he loves to wear it during sex. Then he asked me if he could try it out on me. I was so turned off when he put the dog costume on, but I didn't want to let him know right then. I went along with it, and it was by far the weirdest thing I have ever done, and I was just glad that he did not start barking during while we were doing it. Afterwards, it was very awkward, so I just turned over and went to sleep. That was a few nights ago, and we have not discussed this incident at all. I do like him, but this has shattered the dreamy image I've had of him for all these years. I'm not into this kind of weird, kinky thing, and I'm afraid he might want me to wear a costume to bed too. I want to ask him if he plans to keep putting on costumes for sex, or if it was just a one-time thing to see if I'd like it. Or should I just leave him now and find a man that's not crazy? Please help. I told you we've never had a letter like this. Okay, I got to tell you guys, this is kind of a thing. The whole furry costume thing. You know.
Thing where?
Yeah, Shirley.
Where?
In certain circles. They're called furries in furry circles. They have like furry
Shirley,
conventions.
ain't none of us never heard of this.
Yeah, it's not. I didn't say it was a black thing. I didn't say that. They have furry conventions. They have furry parties. All of this kind of stuff.
So you been to some of these parties?
No, I'm not into this.
So where you hear about it at?
Yeah.
I've heard about things like this. I just have.
Where?
I don't know, on YouTube.
Oh, you heard about it on YouTube?
I've heard about this.
Shirley, ain't no, you don't
Look
just
it up.
find that. Ain't no.
I'm gonna
You
look
had
it up.
type that in.
Yeah, you gotta type it in because I've heard about it before. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll send it. I'm gonna let you see it right now. It's called furry. They're called furries. But I just can't help but laugh at this because the visual of him barking in a dog costume is just funny. I'm sorry, it's just funny. I'm not a furry. I don't think anyone on the show is a furry. But it seems strange, but I don't know. Otherwise, pretty harmless, right? That's all he does is put on the costume. During sex. I don't know. It is weird, but I mean, he's not harming you in any way or harming himself. He just
so he a naked dog, Shirley?
He just seems to be a guy who enjoys furry costumes. I'm not judging at all. I don't know. It's crazy to me. But that's all he did. You guys haven't talked about it. You do have to talk about this at some point, and maybe he'll open up to you. I don't know. But if you don't like it, it's okay not to like it. If you're not comfortable, you have to let him know that too. You'd rather not, do this. You guys have only been together for 5 months. So, I mean, hey. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, tell him and move on. If you're not interested in this, he was okay up until this point. And if it's a thing with you, it's a thing. It's okay to let him know that you don't like it. Steve?
Steve? Yeah, you want Steve to do with this here? Shirley, I don't even know what to.
Hey.
Okay. Somebody sent me some pictures of furries. I got that.
Yeah, they dress up in furry
But I'm not.
costumes.
Like a fetish.
Yeah. A furry party.
Let me Google this.
They have
This
furry
girl
parties.
is in her early 20s. It's too soon for this. This is too
Take her
damn
slow.
soon. You need to introduce this into your sex life when you're in your late 40s or something. You don't start this in your 20s. I mean, where we going with this here? First we got dog costume, then where we going? We're going to end up with a dog in the room after a while. A real damn dog, because this type of stuff has to graduate. Now, if you starting furries costumes in your 20s, in your 40s, it's like drugs. If you take enough aspirin over and over and over, you're going to need more than 2 to get rid of your headache. You're going to need more than 8 after a while. So if you start with these costumes, where we going with this? Now, is we really going to be outside killing deer, wrapping up in real deer skin? Where we going? High school sweetheart. She had a crush on this man. He was dating this girl. They broke up. She wanted to see if he was interested. They was. He's a good boyfriend. The sex was as good as I thought it was. That reminds me of a song. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat?
What?
Nothing but the dog in me. Nothing but the dog. This is a story about a dog.
We know the lyrics.
Famous dog.
That's all you got,
Rhythmic
though.
dog. Atomic dog. Excuse me. Anyway, when you notice a couple of furry animal costumes in his closet, now see, this ain't no one-time stop because he got more than one suit hanging in there. He got a few, and them ain't costumes. Them is outfits. You jokingly asked if they was some old Halloween costume. Hell no, they ain't Halloween. Jumped out of bed. Show you the costume. Said the dog costume was his favorite. He loved to wear it during sex. Boy, you should have got your ass up out that bed right there. Put your damn clothes home and took your ass home.
All right, listen, we'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour, right after this. The subject, when role-playing goes too far. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, let's recap today's Strawberry
This
Letter.
ain't no recap. This crazy
When
girl dating
role-playing
this
goes
fool. They
too
in their
far.
20s and messed around and had sex with this boy. It was all good. Everything you thought was good. Then everything was pretty normal till recently. I noticed he had a couple of furry animal costumes in his closet. We just up in here laying in bed one night talking, laughing. And I noticed him and I jokingly said that they was, these some old Halloween costumes. He said, hell no. I jumped out of bed and showed them to me. He said that the dog costume was his favorite and he loves to wear it during sex. Hey, well, what did you say? I love wearing it during sex. You like wearing what? The dog outfit. You think you finna come over here with me with this hot ass suit on? I love it. So, he said the dog costume was his favorite. Then he asked me if he could try it out on me. I was so turned off when he put that dog costume on, but I didn't want to let him know right then, so I went along with it. So you had something with the dog outfit on. All that fur. Ooh, you was in there. I know you was hot, girl. I went along with it and was by far the weirdest thing I've ever done. And I was glad that he did not start barking while we was doing it. Afterwards, it was very awkward, so I turned over and went to sleep. That was a few nights ago, and we ain't discussed it at all. I do like him, but this has shattered the dreamy image I had of him for all these years. You didn't know what he was at the house doing. Girl, he got way more. There's a dog suit in there, a monkey suit in there.
He's a furry.
Yeah, he gonna come out there. He gonna be Caesar from Planet of the Apes tomorrow, next week. Ugh. Then he gonna be King Kong.
Yeah.
Then he gonna come out there. You really ain't gonna like him when he come out there with them big ass shoes on and he goofy.
He's gonna be some fur.
Yeah, you not understanding. He got feathery too. He gonna be Donald Duck one day. I don't know what to say to this letter. This letter to me is ridiculous. I think it's crazy. I don't have no suggestions for you.
If you go to a party, how you know who under there? You just,
They
that's
furries.
not good.
You ain't even supposed to be attracted to the person. You're supposed to be attracted to the fur.
Right. But you know what? I just think if she should use her voice. If you're not into this, then that's not the guy for you. Just,
Get out.
everybody's not into stuff like
He
this.
not for you.
Right. She needs someone.
He like to wear suits. I'm a naked man myself.
Right.
I've done some of my greatest moments have been naked.
Nothing beats naked.
I don't even want a sock on.
Right. Oh, that's too much.
I stick my toe down there on the inside of my ankle to where that little crease is, where I can get that other damn sock off. I got to get the sock off. I can't be in there. I don't want nothing in the way. I need my toes.
All right.
Yeah, I need my toes.
Clearly, you're not a furry.
No, because I need my toes. My toes grab the sheet.
Uh-huh.
I get a little bit more push when my toes is out.
But it's dark in here, Unc, and somebody come in here with this suit on.
Barking.
What happened now?
Well, somebody gonna get their ass whooped. Because I don't know who you is, and I don't know why you're here. And I just said I do my best work naked. Now, I see this fursuit in here, I'll probably run out that damn window because I'm going to think it's something trying to eat me. Oh, hell no, Bigfoot in here.
Yeah. Can't do it.
No. It's horrible. I don't even like this letter. And Shirley's right. Leave him.
Yeah, if you're not into it, just, you don't have to stick around and
put up with it.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Use your voice, yeah.
And if you don't like the suits, he going to go find somebody who do, even if y'all get together.
Yeah, and it's a show on Viceland about
because them
this.
people that get that's got fetishes like that, them fetishes is real.
Ain't you spitting fur out 3-4 days later? Ain't you steady spitting all that out of your mind?
But it is a show, guys, on Viceland called Furries, Fandom Not Fetish.
Yeah, Shirley, you said that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Ain't nobody finna watch that.
I knew I had.
They doing bad over there.
You said it 3 times.
I knew I had seen it somewhere. I haven't seen the show, but I knew I saw something about furries.
Them ratings doing
it was
horrible.
a thing.
Ain't nobody
And I don't know any.
I'm not finna go watch on Viceland, TV Land, or no other damn
Netflix.
land. I don't give a damn what it's on.
They dress like jaguars and sharks.
I wouldn't even wear that movie you was telling me about the other day, Shirley.
Which one?
What's the name of that movie where the man slept with everybody?
That's a
documentary.
Yeah, that's
documentary.
real. Yeah,
That's very serious.
It's serious.
And that, I don't get now. It may be serious, but I don't see how it happened.
Well,
he slept with the little girl in the family.
Yeah, it's called
the mother and the father.
Yeah, it's called Abducted in Plain Sight, and it's a true story. And he was
Get
just
your ass whooped in plain sight too.
This guy was a master manipulator.
Shirley.
Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you how he did it to that family.
It's no way.
It's not really. I don't understand.
Back to the letter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Letter.
You threw
Nobody studying this little boy with this damn monkey suit on. Nobody finna do all
The
that.
dog suit.
Dog suit, monkey suit, cheetah suit. What do you want? You can't come in the bedroom with a damn football suit on for me, let alone damn monkey suit.
She just gotta.
Yeah, she's got to
leave.
step
She
if
got
she
to
leave. Like it. Yeah.
The other costume in there was Yosemite Sam.
Just reach.
They just furry.
Yeah, he got all that mustache.
Yeah. So it's called, furries.
No. Can't be over there talking about boys. Man, Tigger tried to push up on me. Dog, you cannot explain this, man.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
Say, man, so who you seeing now, Donald Duck?
You can't say none of this stuff.
Got a little road running in my life.
This was a different kind of
It was wild at the party last night. What happened, dog? Well, I got with one.
Yeah.
Now, who you get with, dog? Bugs Bunny.
All right, listen. You can email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up at the top of the hour, science says women get bored in bed faster than men. Bet you didn't know that. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody. Here we go. We about to get you healthy.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about healthy lifestyles in 2019. It goes with the song "Living My Best Life."
Yes.
Come on, boy.
I like it.
I'm living my best life. All right. We ain't got to go there. And it starts within. You may want to shed a few pounds this year. You might want to get more energy this year. You might want to sleep better this year. Well, it's time for you to stop making excuses, everybody, about how you looking and how you feeling, and do something about it. Your absolute best. And the Dherbs Full Body Cleanse can help. Welcome back to the show, the CEO of Dherbs, A.D. Dolphin.
What's up, AD?
How you guys doing?
What up, man?
Morning. No, he sounds so energetic. I love it. So early
He
in the morning.
sounds clean.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Inside and out.
I try.
Clean.
Speaking of that, AD, we know a lot of people have learned how to take better care of their bodies from the inside out, like we just said, with the Dherbs Full Body Cleanse. So is there a recent success story that just kind of stands out to you?
Wow, we have so many great success stories, but probably the more recent one, there was a young lady. She was 215 pounds, and she really wanted to get off the weight. But the thing was, she was addicted to food. She had actually substitute food for friendships, for family members, everything. Food was her everything. Food was her boyfriend, her relationships, everything. So the thing is that, like I said, she was addicted to food, and she couldn't kick it. So she did 2 cleanses back to back. She lost 51 pounds. She reduced her weight all the way down to 164, changed her complete life. I mean, this woman, and Steve can confirm this, she looked like a completely different person.
You know how you do on TV, they do these makeovers,
Mm-hmm.
and they show the before picture, and then when the person come out, look like they ain't lost an ounce. No, for real.
But
They
yeah,
done-
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know, they don't put a dress on them with their little dog panels on the side, and they can look like, no, this woman came around the corner and killed it.
Yeah, she looked amazing. But
Absolutely.
what I loved is her attitude, though. She was a whole different person attitude-wise. She was feeling herself. She had her confidence back. That's what I loved about it, too.
Absolutely. Her energy levels change. Her, like you said, when you lose a person, you can become a different person.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened to her.
That's right. So let's see. One good way of doing the Dherbs full body cleanse, we all know, is to do it with coworkers, do it with a friend, team up with a family member so you can hold each other accountable. Tell us why that's helpful, AD.
Well, you know what? Probably the hardest part about cleansing, especially when you have a mate, is the fact that you come back into the house and they're cooking something that doesn't go along with your program.
Yes.
So that's probably the most difficult and challenging thing.
Marjorie.
So you gotta find a partner that wants to do it alongside with you,
Yeah.
especially when you live together, because it makes it that much easier. I mean, we got people around the nation doing office cleanses, 15 people in one office doing it at the same time, supporting each other. And people are losing tons and tons of weight and absolutely changing their lives and becoming different people.
And I didn't know this, AD, but Dherbs has been around for 15 years now?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, 15 years.
Wow. And I kind of knew this because we do talk about this. You've sold over 4 million formulas. Congratulations on that.
That's a lot of backed up people.
Yeah.
A lot of backed up people right there.
That's a city.
That's amazing, though. It really, really is. So why do you think
That's
that?
Atlanta.
4 million.
Why do you think that is, though? I mean, why do you think Dherbs has been so successful over the years?
The reason is because it works. It's really, really that simple. You're definitely going to lose between 10 to 20 pounds when you do the Dherbs full body cleanse. You're definitely going to have more energy, stronger immune system, clearer skin. You can truly, truly change your life if you follow it to a T. And don't try to create your own form of a cleanse and follow our cleanse. You can achieve success.
Okay, and the good part about it is that you can still eat on the Dherbs full body cleanse, okay? You just have to eat certain things, but you can definitely eat. And if you're looking to get clean and lean, like AD and the lady on Steve's talk show, for a better 2019, then you need to start by cleansing your body from the inside, okay? Let's do this, people. The Dherbs full body cleanse will flush out those toxins that are dragging you down. And trust me, I've done it. Carla's done it. I mean, Steve did it. Junior did it.
But let me, Kier did it. Kier, how much did you
Junior
lose?
did it.
I lost 22 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, my boy Ruben, he'd working with my dude Ruben, my warmer back. Ruben has lost 25 pounds.
Ruben looks good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, men can lose it like that, though.
Yeah, Ruben looks great.
Yeah, because Ruben buttoned his suit, and from behind, it looked like he got on a Home Depot black safety vest.
Dog.
But Dherbs will help you lose that toxic waste so you can lose that toxic weight. I love that. Go to Dherbs.com right now and get a nice discount at checkout only for our audience, okay? And you can do this by using the promo code RADIO. That's RADIO, RADIO. That is the letter D, herbs.com, promo code radio, or you can simply call 866-4D-HERBS. That's 866-4D-HERBS. 866, the number 4D-HERBS. We got it.
AD.
Get it out.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank
You guys have a wonderful morning.
All right, guys.
Thank you, AD.
That's great.
It's almost
Bye-bye.
summertime. We got to do
Yeah.
this. We got to get it together. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. You're always working on it, Steve, though. You are. But anyway.
Thanks, Shirley.
You are. Which is a great thing.
He got upset by that.
Was that it? Was he upset?
Shirley, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Shirley, for reminding me that I ain't ever got it together. Thank you
We're
so
always
much.
a work in
If I
progress.
was Tommy, I'd be mad.
All right. 866-4D-HERBS. That is the number. Thank you, AD. Coming up at the top of the hour, science says women, listen to this, guys, women get bored in bed faster than men. Bet you didn't know that. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, a recent study confirms that women have a tendency to get bored faster than men in a monogamous relationship. Sexologist Francois Renaud believes this happens because of how society views and understands female sexuality. He warns that frequent sex isn't proof of satisfaction, so just doing it isn't a guarantee that it's good. So to keep everyone happy, this sexologist advises bringing as much variety as possible to the relationship and, of course, to the bedroom. He compares a couple's sex.
This is Francois talking. Keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm almost finished. He compares a couple's sex life to a water park. If you always do the same slides, you end up bored. So there you go. Guys, any suggestions of things, that you can do to
I don't
spice
know
up
what he said.
your bedroom life?
So we supposed to get on the big slide? I don't know what he's saying either.
You know what he's saying.
But is he talking about different people?
What doing?
No, he's just saying that he said, this is a line. He says that frequent sex doesn't mean, just because you do it a lot doesn't mean that you're satisfied all the time.
But we ain't doing it a lot. Yeah.
Doing it a lot doesn't guarantee that it's good.
Didn't I tell you when they started? I said, be careful with this time. Didn't y'all hear me say that?
I
warned
heard
him
you.
from the beginning. Yeah.
And then he advises bringing as much variety as possible to the relationship. And I'm sure to the bedroom.
Got kids, got to be going to school. Got to make sure we both here at the same time. Got to do this here.
Hey, marriage is work. No one said it was easy. Yeah. You got to put your back
It's a
into
two-way
it.
street.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
not wasting that much time. All I ask for is 6 minutes. That ain't that. You good while you ironing. While you ironing the uniform, we can knock this out. I'm not wasting no time.
While you ironing?
Why you ironing, man? Hell, I promise you, I ain't finna waste your time.
You'll have a lot of
By
burn
the time
up
you get
shirts.
through with them uniforms, you through, I'm through. Let's go, man.
You talking about the kids' uniform?
Okay, hold up. That's a quickie. What about foreplay and romance and getting
What
her in
did
the
Francois
mood?
say?
And getting her in the mood.
He said variety.
Yeah.
Well, that was the laundry room. That's different, ain't it?
Yeah, you're hanging on to that hot ass iron. That's got to be different.
Now you
Why
burned.
you got your elbows on that damn ironing board?
Okay, y'all want to change it up? Let's get out on this patio and get to sweeping around. Nah, we're right out there.
Ooh, that's romantic.
Patio
But Tommy,
furniture,
Tommy,
nice. Huh?
Tommy, do you have an attitude? Because it sounds like you have an attitude about it. Don't nobody want to
I
be
just
with
don't
you
like
with a-
Francois bringing up all this kind of stuff in the middle of people's relationships. I
It's
don't.
just a survey, Tommy. It's
Yeah,
just a
he's just
survey.
letting men know with women you gotta.
We get bored
Tommy,
faster,
this
so bring some
really
variety.
wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Let's get out there in that garage in that Bentley I bought you. Let's get out there in that. Hey, open some of them doors up and let's play around. Do something. Hell,
You really think that's gonna do it?
I got a workbench in the garage. And we ain't never worked on it. Let's work on that.
All it says is women have a tendency to get bored faster than men.
They've told me that, and I didn't stop. So
We got a
told you what,
Peloton.
Junior?
I'm bored.
Wait,
I said,
hold up.
close your eyes.
What, Junior?
I would give a. I'm not finna quit now. I'm bored. Well, then get some Rashad eye till we finish.
You told her to
Wait
take
a minute. Have you balanced your checkbook this week?
While it's happening,
get something to do. This is
Hey.
not a usual thing.
Yeah, I'm bored. Me too.
Me too.
This is not helping, guys. This is not
Won't
helping.
you do something new?
Yeah.
We got a $2,000 Peloton bike. Let's do something on that. Yeah, it's just sitting up there holding clothes on it. Ain't nobody get on that damn bike.
Now you going through the house taking inventory on the luxury items.
On the things you
got
bought
an
her.
attitude.
That's crazy.
We can get on my pool table. That'd be nice. Something different.
Well, if
I'm up for something different, but you know what? We're going to have to do something different to do something different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That made a lot of sense now if you listen to it right.
We got to do something different to do something.
Steve, do you have any suggestions for men to
No.
spice up
For,
things?
for Tommy.
Particularly on this show.
We got a theater room. Let's watch a movie naked. We ain't been in that together yet.
Maybe she's bored with all of that.
Maybe it's how you're
with all your
asking.
aggression. You're a little aggressive, Tommy.
I'm aggressive right now with y'all because it's finally coming out.
Yeah. Get him, Tommy.
I tell you what. You know, I don't care about you being bored while I'm working, but I tell you what, it's a coloring book and these crayons on this nightstand.
You keep that just ready?
See if that'll hold you over for these next 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna be long.
You bored in here. They said we got a 400 thread count on these sheets. Why don't you go ahead and start?
Yo, get something to do.
You can just keep your face on this sheet if you want to.
You guys are missing it. It's romance. It's variety.
Well, we trying. We got all this stuff
Right,
to do,
but you know, before you get bored, though,
you ain't say
you
nothing.
know, count the wood grain on that headboard. Let me know how many stripes you see.
Yeah.
See, you're making it all about yourself.
Well, you know, whatever.
Well, it kind of
Whatever.
It kind of hurts when they say it while you working. I'm bored. Well, I got one line of Sudoku left. Put them numbers together for me. So I ain't got. I can't figure that last row out.
We ain't romantic. You ain't been to Victoria's Secret in 12 years. Why we bring this up?
We would never do it
It's a
again.
study.
It's a study. People are talking about it.
You want to study? Come to my house.
Yeah.
You study a whole lot.
I tell you what.
Come
I'm
by there this
bored.
evening.
I'm bored. Why don't you put the furry suit on like the lady in the strawberry letter and see if that'll gonna spice things up in here then.
You guys really, this story has really upset you.
Yeah.
Surely, really,
No.
they are upset.
No.
They're going there.
Steve,
You
I-
push the button.
Yeah.
Really.
You have any more suggestions, Steve?
I don't have nothing.
This is your show.
Now, why you
I'm
mad?
coming as the skunk, Pepe Le Pew.
I think
Well, he was romantic.
Yeah, he was very romantic. That was the irony about that, a romantic skunk.
Skunk.
Uh-huh.
Put some more pressure on us.
I think maybe were
What,
your
Shirley?
egos
No.
crushed or something? We weren't trying to do that. All right, coming
You
up.
doing they biscuits in the morning? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I need to go out.
Yeah, we'll go out and you guys cool off. And we'll come right back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. Wow.
Sex survey.
Yeah, I thought you guys were romantic.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so the ratings for the 91st Annual Academy Awards are in, and it looks like the hostless format worked, okay? The Oscars got, 29.6 million total viewers, which is up 12% from last year when Jimmy Kimmel emceed the event. Interesting, huh? They may decide to go without a host next year as well.
I wasn't really mad
cares?
at the show.
Yeah.
It moved along. It wasn't.
It
you know,
moved.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be kind of whack, but it was all right.
Yeah, it was okay. Some people said they needed a host, but, a lot of people said
There was
they did.
moments where
Yeah.
you could have.
I was over it after Kevin. I was just like, whatever, this is crazy. But speaking of movies and the Oscars and everything, let me ask you this, especially you, Steve. Would you stay in one of the sets of your favorite horror movie overnight? All right.
Stay on the set. What?
All right. For instance, the iconic gas station from the 1974 movie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're offering fans the opportunity to dine. You can eat there. You can sleep there. The gas station is located in Bastrop, Texas, near Austin.
That's
you do? Okay. It's served as the filming location for the horror classic and is now a restaurant with 4 cabins available for short-term rentals. What movie, horror set, or home, gotta ask you this, Steve, would you like to spend the night in? Or would you absolutely not spend the night? And I know your horror
That's
movie.
the question.
Yeah. Would you absolutely not do it?
For what?
For which movie?
Which movie? I know Exorcist was your worst.
Okay, hold on. Now, Mr. Toe, what movie would you like to spend the night in?
Would you not?
What horror set?
We definitely ain't doing Exorcist.
You not going in that bedroom?
Oh, hell no. I'm not. Where's the dough? And why is it not crime tape on it?
No.
Block me from going.
That makes sense.
I don't like Chainsaw Massacre. I don't like none of them. I don't even like scary movies. But you really, really not going to have me up overnight?
Yeah.
Man.
But you know it's not real.
What ain't real?
Movie. It was a movie.
It was a movie.
Feel real.
Yeah. Why are we out here?
It depends on where you were in your
was
life
not
at that
real.
point.
It was just a movie.
Yeah,
Depends on where you were in your life at that point.
I can't watch them now, though. I don't
Like
even
there's
like
no
the
way I can
commercials.
stay. No way I can stay at the Bates Motel.
Psycho.
No way.
Take a shower.
What?
Man.
Remember Hellraiser? Remember that?
You know where I definitely ain't staying at?
Where?
Huh.
Any of them cabins on Friday the 13th.
I'm telling you.
None of them cabins.
Yeah,
And
you're
we
right.
outside?
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Man.
Jason.
Nah.
What about Freddy Krueger?
Oh, we
On
staying
Elm
on
I
the
Street.
tell you
Friday the
someplace
13th.
I'll never stay. My Aunt Agnes's house.
That's scary.
That's not a horror
It wasn't
movie
in no
set.
It is. Yes, it is. Y'all
can't
don't know. It's a horror movie. She can't cook. She be walking around. All her step got creaks in it. Like spending the night in a damn horror movie. And her house stink. It's a horror movie the whole time you in there.
Tell us how you really feel. Oh, God.
It says specifically a movie set, Steve.
We said not real. A
Yeah.
movie set.
No, that's it. My Aunt Agnes's house.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, shout out to Aunt Agnes, I guess.
That's a girl.
All right, we'll have more of the
Carrie's
Steve
house.
Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this crazy show.
Oh. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time to ask Steve. You ready, Steve?
Yeah.
All right,
really
I'll kick it off. Let me ask you this. What's the one thing that you just love doing right now? I'm talking besides golf and smoking cigars and everything, but what makes you really happy right now?
My yearly vacation.
Okay.
You look
That
forward to
vacation
it.
that my wife and I take every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most relaxing, rewarding. It's our gift to ourselves for a year of labor.
Nice. And just you two without the kids and everything?
Well, you
or-
know, we had the kids on it for a week last year, and it was really nice, man, because my kids have grown up, man. It was like amazing. They were talking about going to all these clubs, and every night they went, nah, we ain't going nowhere. And it was just nice to watch them grow up in front of your face, you know.
Yeah.
And we had some interesting conversations. We had some real conversations with each other. And so it was really nice. It was revealing. But that's my favorite thing to do.
Okay. Carla?
All right. I got a question. So where do you go to think, Steve? You know, you're always on. You're always working.
You know,
radio, TV.
it's a couple of things. Out in the backyard, I have a special place in the backyard I go to do some thinking. I also I do my morning meditation at my desk in my office every morning. I read my scriptures. I go over my motivational talks and phrases. And a girl at work gave me a Jesus is Calling leather-bound daily bread type format. You know, where you
like
read
a
these
devotional.
different, kind of devotional. She gave me one that was really, really helpful to me. and it's going on. And there's a show coming up on the Steve Harvey Show that's going to be very powerful. I had a woman on today who I had brought on as a gospel singer. Her name was Danaeus Pace from the original gospel group, the Pace Sisters.
The Pace Sisters.
Yeah.
Really?
She was a special guest, and man, oh man, oh man.
It was service.
It was
and she blowed up.
It was an
service.
incredible moment. It had nothing to do with the singing.
Wow. Okay.
Her and our conversation, God sent her to me today.
Oh, nice.
He said, I even told her, I said, I know I'm supposed to be here to help you get your career started. I said, but you came here for me today. Very, very emotional interview.
Wow.
All right.
It's a very emotional interview.
All right, Junior, what you got? We're doing Ask Steve.
All right, let me ask you this, what is your favorite word? Just a word you just love.
Right after y'all gonna answer that right after he said some religious stuff.
No, talk about the Lord.
Just favorite word,
not
I know not that.
Better not sit here and lie to him.
Motivational word then.
Favorite.
And it could be that too.
Well, we may need to get the beeper ready for the prank calls.
Well, you know what? I don't know, man. I guess I don't know my favorite word.
Say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it. We'll be
you and Samuel Jackson got the same word. I don't know why you waiting so long.
Oh no, man. That's not my favorite word. Not the big 13-letter one. No, that's not my favorite word. It ain't even. Well, I've used it often, but it's not.
Yeah.
You've used it more than anything.
My favorite word, really, is not going to be. It's not for radio.
He said, please.
All right, coming up, our last break of the day on this Wednesday hump day, and Steve will have some closing remarks for us right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day, and Steve is here to take us home and to finish your day out with some closing remarks. Let's go, Steve.
Hey, let me give you this thought that'll help you out. About other people's opinion. Don't let other people's opinion determine your direction. Don't let other people's opinions affect your direction. Let me explain something to you. They don't know. They actually do not know what's best for you. Most people don't. Even people who are well-meaning, they just really don't know. The answer to your success lies really, I'm telling you, between you and the relationship you have with God. God is in the dream come true business. And whatever he puts in your imagination, that's what he had for you. We've covered this last week. But if you're going to allow people's opinion, other people's opinion, to affect your direction, you are now being guided by some people other than you and God. What do they really know? Another thing about other people's opinion, you got to be careful of them, because sometimes you need to look very closely at the person that's providing the opinion. Look at them. Some of them really, really shouldn't be in the advisory capacity. They really shouldn't, man. It's some people passing out advice in your life that ain't took their own advice. It's some people giving you advice who need to be advised. It's some people giving you advice that don't listen to nothing nobody else got to say. And their life is just an example of it. They are walking results of their opinion of themselves and their ability to follow directions. So you got to be careful when you're taking directions from other people, because everybody don't mean well. They don't, even when they think they do. Man, how many times, man, in my life, man, have I let somebody give me an opinion about me, an opinion, which I should have never have listened to. You know, I say this all the time. I was watching Joel Osteen on TV, and he said, people's opinion of you is none of your business. nor should you make it yours. It doesn't matter what their opinion of you is. It just doesn't matter. Because God is in the come get you business. Let me tell you something, man. Wherever you are right now, I'm going to tell you a story I heard one time. It's like the Thomas and the boat story. This man named Thomas one day was out on a boat by himself. It was a beautiful day. He was out there sailing on a boat. And a storm came up out of nowhere. And it capsized the boat. And he was way out and he was lost at sea. But he got lost and he got washed up on a deserted island. And so he got up, he woke up, he was shook up pretty bad, and he found himself on this deserted island. He didn't know where his boat was or nothing. He was just sitting there because the boat had capsized. And so he's sitting there, and so days went by. Days and days and days went by. He just out on this island, just trying to make it work. Running out of food, he can't get nobody's attention. He drawing notes in the sand and stuff, help, nothing. Planes going by, he waving, don't nobody see him. He just on this island. So weeks had went by, so he got kind of crafty. So he decided one day to build himself some shelter. Took some bamboo and some banana leaves, and he built, a little covering just for some shelter at night. And this is going along pretty good for a few days, but he's getting a little bit more and more depressed because nobody can find him. I mean, there ain't a boat going by or nothing. And he just started getting real down on himself because his predicament seemed so unbelievable. So he made a fire like he do usually at night, and a wind came up. And when the wind came up, a couple of the sparks hit the shelter, these dried banana leaves and bamboo, and caught it on fire. I mean, a horrible fire. It's just burning it down. It had been raining that night, man, and it started raining real bad. And he trying to stay warm, and all of a sudden, sparks catch hold of him. All of a sudden, his whole house, little hut, temporary shelter is on fire, and he just through now. And he just going, God, where are you, man? What are you doing to me now? I've been out here weeks. I can't get off this island. You don't hear me. And now you done burned down my shelter. I mean, it's just a fire just burning. And he's standing there, man, just complaining and telling God how he done forsaked him and he done forgot he was out here in all this trouble. Been out here all these weeks. Lord, where are you now? And all of a sudden he saw some flashlights. And he saw some people running up on shore. And he couldn't believe it, but some people had found him. And he said, man, I've been out here for weeks. What did y'all do? How did y'all find me? They said, we saw your smoke signal that you sent up. We just responded to your smoke signal. He just dropped down and started crying because he thought God had forsaken him, burned up his hut. But see, that disastrous moment right there turned out to be just what he needed, that smoke signal. And they saw that. And what he thought was a disastrous fire, the one ship that was going by saw the flames and the smoke. Wow. And it rescued him. God is coming, man. Mm-hmm. No matter what anybody's opinion of you is, God is coming. No matter what they think, no matter how dark it seems for you, God is coming. He always is. Always on Keep time. That in mind. Have a great weekend, y'all.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.